It's Week 14. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Build that momentum offense.
Trying again, following the set. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Nix from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
If there's such thing as perfection in the NFL for a quarterback, well, he pretty much achieved it last week. QB rating through the roof. No mistakes, 6 touchdowns. Just a phenomenal day. Hard to replicate. But the consistency and the confidence that can come out of that should endure.
He's got it inside the 25. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Black Knights don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Black Knights will jump out to a 7-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Falcons and Isaac Guerrero ready for another go on offense. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Finds him on the crossing route. Gets some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. As his target, it's Johnny Wilson. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
The quick throw completed out to the left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Isaac Guerrero. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Pick it up. Come on, guys.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5.
Tighten up defense now.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. He's going to push one deep down the right. And he can't connect on the deep look. Still got the snaps to play with, though, here. He gets secondary. They'll try and throw it here. He had it for a moment, but a until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll throw it yet again. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Black Knights get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Black Knights drive out to an early 14-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Nix with it on first. Makes the grab in bounds left side. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Handoff headed right, it's Garindo. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Garindo again. Broke through the tackle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly win. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. First down from the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Black Knights get it back as he ties the single-season record. That's his 14th interception.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it up.
He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. The Black Knights parlay the interception into points. George Pickens the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Black Knights stretch their lead to 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. On the give, it's Garindo. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Called in by Garindo. Having gained up about a handful there. They step by Damone Clark.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Nix now to throw. That's complete right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Throwing from the gun here. That's complete to Wilson. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able 6 coming up here. They'll throw again. Nix. Chased out to his right. Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Nix. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Falcons calling the field goal team's number this time. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. And that one is good. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. And out of bounds at the 4. A nightmarish series of events on that return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And with precious little time remaining in our season, he's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. They'll throw to begin this drive. He throws a bullet deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Black Knights can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Black Knights continue piling onto this lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10 now from the 30. They motion the tight end over. On first and 10, here's Nix. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
You know the owner's gonna be happy with that one.
2nd and 6 now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Window running between the tackles. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons pushing for a late spark before halftime.
Falcons are the worst team in football. There's so much
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
out of here, dirty birds. Show us, Atlanta.
Here's Nix to throw. On target to Garindo. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Gets this one to Harrison. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a 1st. From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be second down. Nix from the gun. Wilson's got it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On third down, here's Nix. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. And it is good. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 3. And I mean, we've seen this on punt returns, but yikes, on a kick return, he's out back at his own 5. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Throwing from near his own goal line. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Back to throw it. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Black Knights grow the lead coming out of halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Beats Texas on the extra point. And the Black Knights grow their lead yet again. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Falcons back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Rolling on 1st down, Nix. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devon Clark. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Black Knights continue adding on to that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Back to the air, Knicks after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go.
Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, way to go. Nice play. That was awesome.
Third and 4 here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. The Black Knights headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. He beams one, deep right side. Body on right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Black Knights can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. George Pickens the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Black Knights tack on 7 more to their lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap to Knicks. That's Metcalf running the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
The Jimmys and the Joes, I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Knicks with it on 1st. Hits him on the outside. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sure seems like he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Garindo. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. We'll go right back to Garindo. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. Falcons take 7 points off the deficit. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded at the 7. And not even able to get back to the 10. That return ends as he is out at the 8. The Black Knights are being led back. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates.
they'll come out throwing. He's on the move. Now he's throwing deep. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Ready.
To throw it on first down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Warriors 70. 19 Lions. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He puts some power on it. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go.
Set. Ready.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready, ready.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go, here we go. Set.
From the 38. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, ready. Let's go. Bring it. Check.
Now a give to Garindo. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On the carry, it's Garindo. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Set. Reload.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Hauled in by Garindo. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons continuing to fight at least. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut into the lead by another point. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. The visitors ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in. It connects on the deep shot. It is in. Touchdown, Houston. The Black Knights lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Bates tacks on the extra point. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Thankfully, only one quarter.
Ready, set.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Set up.
Now Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion through that effort.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Black Knights take over as he records his 10th career INT.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Black Knights throwing 6 more on the blowout. Point after up and good from Bates. And they'll continue adding to their lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
70 Lion. Come on, come on.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Set. Huh.
Here's Nix to throw. And they get to him again. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. And he just kept going backward, trying to find an escape, and that just got tougher and tougher to watch, Brock, as it went.
Such an empty feeling for a quarterback because you're trying to keep the play alive. But let me give some credit to the defense here because it takes swarm, it takes attack, it takes all of them to finally get to the quarterback, and they're rewarded with 2 pretty big points.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, here's Nix. Metcalf's got it, complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Here we go, set.
From the 37. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first and 10, here's Nix. It's caught Metcalf. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons take 7 points off the deficit. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Airing it out to start this drive. On the move. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. All right, everybody, think of how rare it is to get one safety in a game. Now imagine doing that 3 separate times, all in the same context.
Remember those rings?
What a hit, and the ball's loose. And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Has it down close. And in for the Houston touchdown. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over to you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
This offense running out for a new series led by their running back. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set up. Ready.
Nix from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready. Let go.
From the 36. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Come on.
Shotgun snap to Nix. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And that one drawn up to perfection. They're going to down this one at the 5. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19, Tiger. Now come 19. Come. Ready. Ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And it's happened again for a 3rd time. Brock, this winds up as a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He's been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over and over.
Let's go. Catch made over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st.
Here we go.
2nd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing here, Nix. That's complete to Wilson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Set. 69 blitz. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's throwing deep to the... He's got it deep downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
7 Pirates. 7 Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, ready?
To the air now on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. This is caught inside the 15.
Hustle, hustle.
They've got to keep moving quick here.
Buffalo 18. Warrior 70. Hut.
From the red zone now. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Black Knights continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
On the ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go. Get up.
Knicks. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Black Knights are going to take over after the interception.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
19 Lion. Check go.
1st and 10, looking to throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And this streak will live to see another week as they take down yet another opponent over Brock. What has been an incredible stretch of games for them.